way to measure the effectiveness of a relationship, the health of a relationship, is when people come together and they have a similar goal or destiny. Amos 3:3 says, how can two walk together lest they agree? But also the way to measure the effectiveness of that relationship is the intent or the intentionality tied to persons wanting to grow closer together. One of the things that is problematic in many relationships is that there are people who have great tenure, but yet they haven't grown closer to one another. They have grown apart. Here's the power of perspective, that when you get close to God, your perspective changes. Always remember this: the more distant you are from God, the more clouded your perspective. The more intimate you get to God, you see yourself like God sees you, and you see God clearer than you've ever seen him before. Yeah, you sit at home all by yourself and go through your own little experience, but you don't think you need fellowship, but you need koinonia. You need fellowship. You need God's people. You need somebody around you to tell you, listen, God brought me through what you're going through. You ain't the only one going through it, but the way God brought me through, he can do the same thing for you. Psalm 22 and verse 22. Psalm 22 says, I will declare your name unto my brethren in the midst of the congregation. Where is the congregation? They gather in the temple. They gather in the church. And I will praise you there. I'm going to praise you in the front of people because I want people to know how much I love you. I want people to know how good you've been to me. And when I show up, I want people to know that God's blessing me. I could have been dead, but look at me. I'm still got life, still in my right.
To view this message in its entirety, please log on to www.mountzionanywhere.org.